family, welcome to my channel. We talk about all things to heal, grow, and evolve. In this video, I want to talk about the importance of ancestor work. Why is it so important to connect to your ancestors? Why is it so important to build a relationship with them, to build a bond with them? Your ancestors are the people who came before you. They are your first connection, your first communication source after your higher self. So these are people who already been on this earth, who already passed on and left a part of their spirit here after their transition. So I think it's very important to connect to them first before just jumping to working with the deity or working with orishas. You want to get this connection with your ancestors first, because a lot of them can help you with the things that you're trying to get done. A lot of them have the answers for the questions that you have. These people have already been here in the 3D. They've been here on Earth, so they understand your 3D problems the best. You need help with paying bills. You need help with financial issues, getting a job. You need direction in your life. It's important to have that bond with them for you to get guidance and messages so you can be led correctly to the steps that you need to take to get to your goal, to get your destination. And it's also a respect thing. I feel like there's a certain order. If you do want to work with deities, that's great, but I feel like it's important for you to connect with your ancestors first, because that is your bloodline. That is the memories within that is your DNA. They have a stronger connection to you. And because they know you more, they can assist you more with your specific needs. Yes, there are certain deities when it comes to wealth and when it comes to money, but some of them are so far disconnected from humanity. They don't know nothing about bills. They don't know nothing about paying rent if you're trying to connect with these deities. But talking to your grandma, your grandpa, your great aunt and uncles, they know the issues. They know the situation, so they can better assist you with those problems that you're having. So it's important to connect to your ancestors because of the ancestor intelligence and the ancestor knowledge that is within your DNA. Like I said in my last video about healing the bloodline, I made a video about how memories are stored in our DNA. Memories from past generations, past lives within our DNA. And one of the jobs our ancestors can assist us with is unlocking that DNA, because our spiritual gifts, a lot of things that we have within our family bloodline is genetic. So connecting with your ancestors will help you reveal whatever gifts, whatever talents that your family possesses, withholds, so they can help you unlock these memories. There is specific things that your family, your tribe does that is correlated with how your DNA works. So like I was saying, they can assist you. If you are supposed to work with certain elements, work with certain rituals, do certain candle works that's specific to your bloodline, specific to your family DNA, they can guide you for you to have better success, have better results. If you're trying to do like rituals for protection, rituals, money rituals, there's even some specific things for your bloodline only that your family does for protection work, any type of work you're trying to do. There's some things that you are better with because of your family line, because of your bloodline. So unlocking this DNA, unlocking these memories will help you discover specific genetic spiritual gifts that you have. The more that you elevate, the more you raise your consciousness, the more you raise your self-awareness, they elevate too. So this is why they're here to help you, they're here to assist you, so they can also do their own work in the astral realm and elevate with you. So yes, connecting with them is important because a lot of them have things they can teach you about spirituality. But it really does depend though, because some of our ancestors didn't have consciousness. Some of them were in the church, hyper-religious. They think anything outside the Bible is demonic. Some of your ancestors don't have that type of information. So that's why it's still important to connect with them so they can raise their consciousness, they can raise their awareness. Even in the astral realm, they still have work that needs to be done. So the more you work with them, the more you connect with them, the more you build a bond. These same ancestors that didn't have that much consciousness are able to raise up their energetic vibration, raise up their energy, and then continue to evolve. On the other hand, we have some ancestors who are very highly conscious, very high self-awareness, and they have a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom they're able to give to you and pass down to you if you work with them. Some of our ancestors are angels, some of them are ascended masters. So calling upon these energies and building a relationship with them is very critical, because these are still your family members. These are still people of your bloodline. So these ancestors that you're connecting with, building a bond with, this is their energy. This is a spirit that they have left behind here on Earth after they've passed. And these spirits, this energy still has their personalities and their characteristics they once had when they're here on Earth. So after a family member has passed on, their soul is already gone. Their souls either went to the next stages of their lives. So they either went to higher dimensions or they reincarnated back here on Earth. But however, they can choose to leave a part of their spirit. They can choose to leave their mind here in the astral realm. And this spirit contains energy, which has information, which is memories of their past lives, their characteristics, and their personalities. And you can work with these energies because they're able to work in the spirit realm. They're able to work in the astral realm a little bit better to assist you and to guide you. So that's still a part of their consciousness, even though their soul is gone. Their soul is not there in the astral realm. They left behind a part of their energy to assist you or continue doing some type of work they may need to get done. So some of our ancestors were healers. They were scientists. They were doctors. So tapping into those energies is important. Even just being aware of what your family does. Pay attention to what your parents do. Pay attention to what your aunts, your uncles, what do they like to do? What do they enjoy doing? I know specifically with my family, within my mother's side, they love candles. They love burning candles. They love the aroma of it. So that tells me within my mother's side, candle work is something that we already have ingrained within us. Maybe they don't do it as like a ritual. They don't do it as like, it's not intentional as like some type of spell work or energy work, but just having those candles around us means something to us. It brings us joy. So within my family, within my mother's side, candle work is something that we have within us. I know that that's something that we have heavy, that's genetic, that we're able to work with candles and get good results from it. So just pay attention to what your family does, what they like to do. If there's any if there's any specific family like medicines or any type of healing work, if someone gets sick, maybe grandma has a certain remedy that she uses that can heal someone. So you just have to be very aware and just pay more attention to what your family does. That kind of makes sense when you try to put two and two together. So like, oh, okay, I noticed my aunt does this type of remedy, or grandma likes to have herbs in her kitchen so she can heal people, or your aunt likes to mix things up, makes tinctures, makes potions or whatnot. And so you just have to pay attention to what your family does, and you can kind of like put two and two together. Another thing is dreams. We're very heavy on dreams. Again, on my mother's side, we have very vivid dreams. We're able to remember our dreams. We're able to do vivid dreaming, lucid dreaming. That's another gift that I have inherited from my family. So it's all just about paying attention to what your family does, what they enjoy doing, and what they do. Maybe you have some family who are prayer warriors. They love to pray. They have power in their tongue. When they speak something, it happens. When they pray about something that happens, it comes to pass. So maybe that's something you also have within your family, within your genetics as well. And it's also important to connect to your ancestors, because I think now we're in a time where we're connecting back to our traditions, we're connecting back to our roots, because we've been so separated from that practice. We've been so separated from our spirituality due to Christianity, due to religion, due to indoctrination and demonization of our tradition. We've been so separated from that. And so I feel like now it's a time for us to return back to our roots, return back to our old selves. So another reason why it's important to connect with your ancestors, because they understand the formula. They understand the practice. They understand the works that is best used for us. Like when I say go back, I think we gotta go back, like our great grandparents. Like we gotta go all the way back. I'm talking about like ancient Kemet times, because they were there. They understand the formula. They understand the information of the knowledge. They can give us the information that's not maybe in textbooks or it's not online, like hidden deep wisdom and knowledge that can really help us evolve on our spiritual journey, that can help us ascend and just become the best version of ourselves on the spiritual level. Like they understand it, like they've been there. They were there when all these things were being created. So they know the information firsthand. And so with doing this, connecting back to our roots, it's also with us healing the bloodline. Going back to my other video I made, when we elevate, when we raise our consciousness, we also elevate and raise our consciousness of our ancestors. And this could help us with the next generation. So it stops with us. We break that generational curse of being separated from our traditions, being separated from our spirituality. We're reclaiming back our knowledge and passing it on to the next generation. So they have that access. They have that ability to raise their consciousness, the ability to know who they are as a spiritual being. a lot easier than what we had to go through to get this information. As we elevate ourselves through our crown, they elevate through their feet. So we are pushing them up into the next dimension. As we heal ourselves here in the 3D physical, we are healing them in the spiritual world. It's a duality. Okay, so connecting to your ancestors. The first thing is you got to build an ancestor altar. You have to have a physical altar to connect with them and talk with them, and this is how you talk to them. Having an ancestor altar. There's a lot of videos here on YouTube on how to build an altar, so I won't go too deep into it. But you want to get either a table, or you want to get like a bookshelf, and you put the 5 elements on this. Before you do that, you either get a white cloth, you get African print cloth, or any type of traditional print that your family uses. You can put that over the table, put that over the bookshelf, and then you put the 5 elements on there. The 5 elements is fire, water, earth, air, and the 5th element is spirit or ether. So with fire, you burn a white candle. With earth, you can put either, I have pennies. Copper is a really good material. It's a good property to have. Working with the ancestors, so I have I have like a little jar of pennies and coins. You can use that as earth. Anything from nature, any type of soil, anything from trees, plants, you can use that as an earth element. Air, you burn incense, or you can have feathers on your altar. And water, you can have just a glass jar with a glass of water on there. And ether, spirit, so you have pictures of your ancestors, pictures of those who have passed on. If you don't have any pictures, you can write down their names. If you don't have that, you can just write a letter just asking to call upon your ancestors and to send you more information about them, and they will come to you and they will tell you their names. If you are able to find a picture, if you are able to do as much research as you can to find a name, find somebody, and use that and start with that. The more you work with them, the more information you'll get from your ancestors. So after you have those 5 elements, then you want to give them offerings, you want to give them food. So what I do is I give them traditional food because that's what my family likes. They like traditional food. I give them traditional food. I give them fruits, vegetables, just whatever you would think they would like. You give that to them. And then you also burn some ancestor money. So burning ancestor money, all of this you're doing, giving them food, having ancestor money, this is energy. So as you're giving them this food, you're burning money, you're burning ancestor money, this is giving them energy. This is building up their energy body in the spiritual realm. The more energy you give them, the more they're able to raise up their consciousness, raise up their vibration. And the more they're able to assist you with things, because we've been so disconnected from our spirituality. A lot of us in our family don't do ancestor work at all. And so they don't have that energy to be able to help you. They don't have the energy to be able to assist you or give you knowledge right off the bat. So a lot of them don't have the energy to do what you're asking for. So this is why it's important for you to work with them. The more you work with them, the more you give them food, the more you give them ancestor money, you building up their energy so they're able to assist you better. They're able to help you better. They're able to visit you, send you messages, send you guidance better. So this energy is a frequency. It's pretty much like an energetic currency in the spirit realm. So they would need this energy to ascend. The more energy they have, the more they're able to work on themselves and the more they're able to help you as well. So it's an exchange. You give them food, you give them energy, in return they help you and they bless you and they give you information and they give you things that you're needing. They help you with things. If you have any type of things you need help with, any assistance, they're there to help you. They're there to give you messages. They're there to guide you. And I also feel like a lot of us are the ancestors coming back. A lot of us are the ancestors who have reincarnated to share this information, reincarnated to wake the people up. A lot of us came back here because many of us are old souls. We've been on this earth so many times. We've been on this earth over and over for hundreds of years. And we have come back here and reincarnated as the ancestors to spread this knowledge and spread this information, to wake these people up, to connect them back to their spirituality, connect them back to their roots, and give them the information they need to ascend and move beyond this realm, move beyond this earth. I feel like the earth is raising its vibration. The earth is moving up. The earth is raising its consciousness. And so as the earth elevates, we must elevate as well. As the earth raises vibration, earth moves up to a higher dimension. We also raise up our vibration and move along with the earth as well. So this is why a lot of us are coming back. And even looking at the children, you can tell a lot of these kids they've been on this earth before. A lot of these toddlers be acting like grown adults. A lot of these toddlers act like grandmas and grandpas. You can tell, like, okay, this child has been here on this earth before. A lot of us are coming back. We're coming back to help us. We're coming back to help the people who need the help, to help give the knowledge that needs to be given, and just for us to raise our consciousness and to build a self-awareness. Because this is all a journey. This is all a spiritual journey, because we're just spiritual beings living a human experience, and we need this experience for us to truly understand ourselves, to truly connect with ourselves, and truly understand ourselves, connect with our higher selves, and understand why we're on this earth, understand our destiny, understand our soul's mission. And working with all these energies will help us elevate. Doing all this work will help us break the generational curse that's been on our family, break the generational curse of the separation of our roots, the separation of our traditions. Yeah, so we can, in order for us to move on to the next stages of our lives, so we can move on to higher dimensions, higher realms, so we can turn back beyond the heavens to the other side where we originally came from. So yeah, all of this is really just a journey of self-awareness, a journey of healing, a journey of raising your consciousness, a journey of knowledge, a journey of life lessons, a journey of connecting with energy, working with energy, receiving information, receiving downloads. It's really just a long life journey of knowledge, life lessons, and ascension, to the point where we can evolve and return back to our old selves. And doing all that, being on the spiritual journey, the first thing you need to do is connect with your ancestors. That is what I have today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. If you have any other comments or information or just things you want to share about your ancestors, how you work with them, let me know. Anything else you want me to discuss, let me know. Write it down in the comments, and yeah, I'll get to that soon. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.